Kumarswami Mahavidyalaya Ausa, District Latur in Maharashtra, organized World Record Series 2. Today is 202nd day of the series, and the keynote speaker for today's session is with us, Honorable Brijesh Jajal sir. So first of all, I welcome to you, sir, for the dais.
Thank you, sir.
Then I welcome the chief organizer of the series, Honorable Principal M. Bedkar, sir. I welcome the colleagues from my college, Dr. Sanjay Kale, sir, Dr. Anita Dole, madam, Honorable Praveen Udge, sir. And lastly, I should not forget to warm welcome all those dear participants. The topic for today's presentation is cybersecurity basics. Now this topic is going to present, as I have mentioned, the keynote speaker, Honorable Brijesh Jajal sir, who is an associate professor at the Institute of Advanced Research, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So with this brief introduction, now I request to you, sir, please start your presentation on the topic cybersecurity basics. You are most welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. So it is indeed a pleasure for me as well that I am a part of this World Record Series. So I am thankful to the whole team for considering my webinar for the same. Now let's begin. I am just sharing the slides. So I hope this is visible to everyone. I can start with this.
Yes, sir. It's visible,
okay,
sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
So myself, Dr. Brijesh Jajal, and I'm heading the Computer Science Engineering Department at IAR University for Innovation at Gandhinagar. So let us begin with what are the topics that I'm going to cover in the cybersecurity. So as we all know, this is very fascinating term, and we always see that how we could get protected, how we can get security, what are the problems in daily life. We are facing so many problems, and what are the solutions. So I will focus on two things here. Number one is what are the major issues, challenges that we have in terms of cybersecurity. And the second part, most important, that is we will also see what are different solutions available to such problems. Now I have divided into two parts. First is a layman view. So in general, we may belong to any group like biology, or it can be chemistry or IT, but we all use, it's a daily usage for the computers. So being a layman, what are the different parts we are going to see? And as a researcher, I am searching for some document. I want to give some publication. I want to give seminar, webinars. So these aspects also I'm going to cover. So first thing, a very basic one, I just want to highlight this 4 different categories that we have in the cybersecurity. So the first one, which is very common actually, like malicious software. We always say that I got a virus in my computer, or even nowadays we are using laptops, or it could be even mobile devices also cannot be out of this thing. So in malicious software, what are the things, what are the problems we face is, my files are deleted. My software is not working properly, or my data is copied by someone without my consent. So such things are there. So let's see one by one all these 4 aspects. All of you must have seen this type of buttons that appears, even whether it is in mobile also. Such things we have seen, that you have won the prize and just click on the button. And everybody knows that we should not click on it, because I know that if I click, I'm going to have some trouble. This will redirect to some website and it will steal my data. So we should not do such things. We have to be very careful. So it's a message to everyone that whenever we see such things, we have to make, since we are all knowledgeable people here, all of us are aware of this thing. But the challenge is we have to convey this to our family members as well, our friends who are not aware. So we keep them telling this thing that please do not click on this or don't try to open such pages. So malware, there is one example of a Trojan horse. I would just like to share this story with all of you. That in the Greece, in one of the village of Greece, there was a very big wooden horse which was lying outside the village, outside the door of a village, and that was prepared by somebody that no one knows. So all the villagers, they got very much attracted, and they all requested to the king that can we have this horse into our village? It is so attractive and such a huge size wooden. So the king also agreed that it seems to be very interesting one. So let us open the doors and let this horse come inside our village. Now, by doing such things, the tragedy that happened is inside this horse, there were hundreds of people who were sitting inside with the bombs, and they started the firing, and the whole village was destroyed. So, setting this example, that's the reason that we call as a Trojan horse. So, Trojan horse means something which looks good. In our daily life also, we have seen so many examples that this is very healthy or this is very good. Please try to purchase this. But when we click, then it goes somewhere else and it steals our money or something happens. So, this is example of a malware or Trojan horse. Then virus for the biology like people, they have a different term. But all of us know that for computers, this virus term, it refers to vital information resource under siege. So my very important data, it is under siege by someone else without my knowing. So that's why we call it as a virus. It can delete my file. I don't know. See, I have a program which will someone has installed by mistake. Maybe I have installed, and it will delete some of the folders. It will rename my files. It will not allow to take the printout. A lot of things can be there. So there are different categories in the malicious software. It can be Trojan horse, it can be virus, it can be worms also. I'll give you one simple example. If we have one folder and in that I create two files, T1 and T2, two files. Now if I create two files and if I repeat this process, what will happen is at one point of time, my computer will stop working, right? So there is repeated execution of a program. That is, we call it as a worm. Then there is also a spyware. It is running in the background. Right now, what happens? See, right now also we are all online. So we know that in the background, all these things are happening, right? We can see that so many users are there. Around 20 users are there right now. And we can also see that Bait Cursor is watching. So this live streaming is there, and same thing in the background, the recording is being done. So there are even we can also install if we want to see that okay, my children what kind of websites they are watching. If I want to verify, we can also use it. So spyware has got actually dual purpose. We can also make it use for the purpose of surveillance, and we can also someone can also steal the data. So the software which is recording something, that is a spyware, all the tasks that we are doing. There is also logical bomb. So logic bomb is like say for example on 26 is my birthday. So on that day I will trigger something. I will write a program that all the files will be deleted or some message will appear. So such things based on the event, if anything happens, we call it as a logical bomb. And there are also rootkits. Now this is becoming very famous because rootkit is like when we use mobile phones, we don't have the access of the folders and files which are created into it, because they have that different format. It's not a Windows file format. But if we make a rootkit on, then we can also access all the files, all data, control the camera, even to the extent that we can control the recording option also. So this is about the malicious software. Different kind of software are available which may damage our system without our permission. But yes, as I told, I will always see the solution also. So what is the solution to this? Everybody knows that we call it in short as AVTK, that is antivirus toolkit. I will install McAfee, or I will install maybe Dr. Norton. Even if you know this symbol, this is a Kaspersky symbol. So we can install the best one. Till now, as I believe, this Kaspersky is considered to be the world best software tool for the virus, antivirus tool. So, but still, there is also a very big challenge here, that there was a news that in the Kaspersky lab, there was a hacking, and they had many millions of dollars of loss in the Kaspersky lab itself. So no one is safe in the world, in short. Uh, if we talk about operating system, yeah, that is also important, because when we say operating system, we are using Microsoft by default. So whenever we use Microsoft Windows, it is a little risky. All of you know, so many viruses keep coming. And if we are using Unix, then yes, it is very safe one. But again, I have just shown one challenge here, that Sophos antivirus, it is installed for the Unix operating system, which is most secured one. But still we are getting this type of message that virus is detected. So nothing in the world is safe. So of course we have challenges. We have the solution available, but this solution is also not 100%. So we keep on changing the solution, and this cycle goes on. Okay, so this is about the first factor, that is about malicious software. Now we move to financial related fraud, which is very, very common nowadays. So we are getting the message, or we are getting some link or QR code, and when we click on it, we have to remember we should never give the OTP to anybody. So this is very, very common, but still every day it happens. That Jamtara is one of the epicenter in India. So this is one small village where lot of people are there. They are not that much educated. They are not cybersecurity expert. Let us make this point clear. They are very much like maybe 10th pass or 12th pass or something like that. But they are technology savvy. So what they are doing, they have so many SIM cards. They keep calling us that, sir, congratulations, you have won. I'm just sending the link. Please quickly click on it. Otherwise, you will not get the gift. Sir, please make it fast. They will say like this, right? So we have to be very careful. So this is a very common place where such fraud are happening. Sometimes people use this very basic method also. It could be harmful. We have to be very careful. See, whenever we go to any ATM machine, some person is standing behind us, right? So they may just be able to watch that which password I have given. It is very simple process. So this is known as a shoulder surfing process. From the shoulder, I am just watching what he has given. But yeah, there is also one more. It is more risky. That is dumpster diving. You get a receipt from the machine, and then you throw it in the dustbin. So when you have thrown, someone can come and pick your page. They will just read what is your name, what is your account number, and try to collect the details, right? So this is also becoming very risky nowadays. SIM and ATM cloning is also possible. This type of very small device is there, and they will create a new SIM card which is having exactly the same phone number which ours is having, and they can start sending message on your behalf, or they will get all the OTP and they will start doing the transactions. Be very careful. I have given this one also. So this QR code is just for the fun purpose only. If someone is trying to use this from the Paytm, then they can do the payment to me. So we have to be careful in such things. Okay. Now I'll just see if there is some message or anything. Hope everything is okay. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Okay. Then, as I said, these are the challenges, but what is the solution? So solution, of course, we have. What I feel is very, very important is alertness only. We have to be so alert. Sometimes, they, as I told you, they keep forcing us that jaldi, jaldi ka, please send the message, otherwise you will not get the chance, right? So we should not fall trap into it, and we have to be very careful. And yes, we have browser level security also. Just I am giving you one example. We have one software tool that is WOT, Web of Trust. So in our Google Chrome, everyone can install this WOT. So what will happen in the right side? It will show one green color tick like a WhatsApp that this is a safe website. Then I can open it. But some website, if it is a fraud website, automatically it will show red color and it will give the message web page block. So it will not allow at all. So that's why we are very safe. So we can use this type of things in the browser level extensions also. And yes, most important, whenever we do any transaction, it should be a trusted site. So what do you mean by trusted site? Generally, whenever we see any website, let me go to the example. Suppose I go to the Axis Bank website. So this is very, very common thing, but we have to be very careful that whenever axisbank.com it is showing, there is a lock symbol here. It means it is showing that the connection is secured. So at least being an IT person, we have to be very careful, because sometimes they create the same kind of website and by mistake we can give our password. So to avoid that, we must use this security mechanism. So this is a secured website. We can see because it is HTTPS. So S stands for a security. So this is one thing that we have to take care. And for the very sign, generally there is a symbol. I'm not aware in terms of Axis Bank, but generally they have all the details. We can see that all the details, country of the bank, website, address, everything is mentioned properly. So we can put a trust on it. Usually all the financial related transactions, if we see, then they have this VeriSign symbol. So we just have to ensure that this symbol is there, then it is safe. So this is about the solution for financial. Now I will move to the hacking part. Again, very, very crucial also. That generally why we call hacking, any website is there, then people will take the page and replace the page with something else. So that is a hacking. Not only that, if someone steals my information, that is also a hacking, but it is different category. Here I will talk about the website hacking only. And now see, I have taken one example, recent example, and this is example of Latur only. So there is 23 crore which was siphoned off from the bank account of collector office, and a group of 3 people, they have done like this. So actually what they did, that collector is having uh, too much of balance, all the transactions are there. So they have identified the password of that, and they have taken 23 crore rupees from that. So this was the case which was there in the police station of Latur. So as I said, even in terms of website also, we can hack the websites. I have just given the reference of all this list of websites which are very vulnerable. Means we can open the page, we can change the home page also, and we can upload it. So we can do different type of attack on this kind of websites. Now you may notice that the domain name is PK, that is Pakistan. Why we are using it? Because actually this is official that we do not have a treaty with the Pakistan government that we will provide this kind of service, or if any fraud is there, then punishment is not declared on both the ways. So that's why people of both the countries, they keep on challenging each other. So this is the fact about the website also. Indians also can hack them. So this is how it goes. Now, yes, we should move to the solution. So how we can ensure that, yes, suppose we have university website or college website, then how we can be sure that, yes, no one should play with it. So there is one software, that is network security auditor. Generally in all the university, we already have this network security auditor, NS auditor. So here we can keep the watch that so many computers are connected, and every computer is connected through Indian subdomain, right? And it is redirected to US because our server is US server. But suppose I find that, okay, these two persons from this particular machine in this lab, they are connected to Czechoslovakia server. Then why they have connected like this? What is the problem? So I can just immediately stop, or I can go and watch that what is happening, what is the problem, right? So this kind of watch we can keep. Even we can install the Fing application. This is very easy. In mobile also this is available. So what happens generally in home Wi-Fi, we have, all of us may be having a broadband. So when I have got a broadband, I will give some name, my home name or my children name, and password is also same, or maybe 1234. So it's easy to hack the home Wi-Fi. But if we want to know, this is one small software, Fing. If I install the Fing, I will come to know that which device is connected. It will give me the report that Samsung 320 is the mobile device which is connected with my home Wi-Fi. Then another phone, iPhone 6 is connected with this. So I know that, okay, these are my devices, but this is not my device. So I can stop, or even I can cancel that device from my list. So it will not allow, sometimes it always happens that some nearby people, they will try to hack into our Wi-Fi. So we can use this Fing tool in mobiles. And yes, there is also one more sniffer machine software tool available. The name is Kismet Sniffer. This also sniffing, like a dog. So if someone enters for the first time, even nowadays, Google is also providing security feature that I am using my laptop. If suppose I go to Maharashtra or some other college and I log in there, immediately I get a message in my phone that you have logged in from a different place altogether. So are you sure? So like that, sniffing can be done from the network, and it will also give us the reports. So this is the different kind of solution to the problem of hacking. Now I move to the fourth one, that is cyber stalking. So there is one story behind this one. There is one lady called Megan Mayer, and she has started a foundation for the teenage children to make them aware about the cyber security. And the reason behind it is she had got one teenage daughter, and she was using one social media, and she posted her photo. After posting her photo, surprisingly, one of her classmates had given a comment that you are looking so fat. And because of this comment, she got hurted, and she had committed a suicide. So such things are happening in this society, and we have to be very careful that when we are using the social media, especially children, they are not aware that how to reply, or this is this is just a media, and we should not get hurted about such things. So her mother, she has started with this foundation, and she keeps on telling such things to all the teenage people that please take care. And cyber bullying is the word that we use generally. It is same as cyber stalking. So whenever somebody is commenting, sometimes we may get hurted. So that is nothing but a cyber stalking. But the type of word, it depends. It may be sometimes a fancy good word also, but we may get hurted. So it's up to us, Now, if you see the reality, if you see in this, it is very surprising for all of us that in India, it is almost 37% that all of us are agreeing that yes, at one point of time, we also had suffered from the cyber stalking, from maybe from friends or maybe from relatives, or could be anything, right? So Brazil, US, South Africa, Malaysia, almost most of the countries. So this is also very, very important thing, and we need to spread this message, especially to the teenagers, to our students as well, that they have to be very careful. And of course, there is a solution also available to us. In India, see, we can proudly say that even in India also, we can dial this just like police 100. We have this number 1930. Whenever there is any cyber fraud, it could be stalking, or even it could be related to finance, or someone has given the message to us and we want to uh, send the message to police, then this is the number 1930. It should be handy to everybody. And yes, we can also report to the website team. Usually all the social media, now we know that it is a group like FB, Insta, WhatsApp is all combined now under Meta. So if we send the message, usually if they receive multiple such messages, they will immediately block this kind of users. But of course, it will take some time. But we have this solution available with us. Yeah, so this is about the basic 4 things. Now I would like to highlight that as a researcher, we are searching something and we get some images or we download something. Then what are the things that we have to take care in terms of cyber security? So first is social media. Whenever we post anything, then we have to be careful. I have given this one small example here, that one of the person, he went with his family for a Malaysia trip, and he put the photo in Facebook that we are enjoying, the whole family is enjoying in Malaysia. And when he came back to his home, then surprisingly he could see that there was nothing left in his home, and there was a theft into his home, and he lost everything. So we have to be careful whenever we put everything in social media about the location. And of course, it doesn't mean that we should stop using. Of course, he can use the social media, but only thing is, after coming back, maybe if he could put the photo that yeah, we enjoyed with the family, it could be more easy and more safe. And yeah, you can see one more photo here. Like, this is one personal data which I'm just sharing for your information, that whenever we are using Google, everyone knows this, that usually the GPS is by default on only. So whichever places I'm going, this is my own footsteps, that I have covered these many places in India so far. So it keeps on showing the places. If I click here, it will also show that on which date, how many number of hours I was there. So we have to be very careful. If we wish that yes, no one should be aware of this, it is better to close the location tracking, switch it off. And yeah, I have shown one more picture here, that is about the keyloggers. So keyloggers are basically the software. It can be in terms of hardware also. So before the keyboard is placed, there is one keylogger which is going to record each and every keystroke of what I am doing. So, you can imagine that I have opened facebook.com. After that, I give my password. So all the steps, each and every character of password, it is already stored here. So someone can put it, and at the end of day, they can remove and see all the data, what I have done. So it's very risky. But yes, not only that, in terms of software also, there is a keylogger available. So if someone has installed the software, they will get the details through email online only. So no need to go to the person also. So these are some challenges in the social media. And yes, now I will go to the solution, which is more important. I believe that many of the people, including myself also, we are not using much more features of social media which are related to privacy settings. So this is really a very, very important concern. So rather than all the features like animation and some fun and all these things, we should first use the privacy setting. There is already a setting. I just give one example, that my Facebook should be public only with the friends who are my friends in the Facebook. Or sometimes, I just don't want these three friends to see anything. So I can use friends except also, or specific, only three friends should see this. Or sometimes most private, that is only me also. I don't know what is the use of it, but anyway, they have provided from the highest to the lowest broadcasting system. So these all things, this is just one, that is privacy setting. We also have some other kind of settings also, like you can use black mode, you can go for IP address tracing. So all this advanced setting also we should keep using. And most important, what I believe is, we should use responsibly. We should not, without any reason, we don't keep posting every day or something. Otherwise, someday it becomes a problem to us. So more restriction, less number of posts is always more safe. And now the last one, that is ID theft. So this ID theft, actually it refers to somebody who has stolen my password. Actually, whenever we have any credential, the most basic thing is, I have my ID, I have my password. Now, ID, everyone already knows. So this 50% data is already gone. Now they can use some brute force attack. Different kind of algorithms are there, ready-made algorithms, and they can crack the password and log in and do something. So we have to be careful that no one watches our password. See, I'll just give one small example here, that when I use the Facebook, then we have this show button. So when I click this, suppose I am trying to enter and then suddenly I went for a tea, or I was talking with someone else, then someone can just click on this and see that, okay, this is my password. Of course, this is an example only. So everyone can watch like this. We have to be very careful that whenever we are giving the passwords, it should be safe, and it should be secure that people cannot crack it. Because the reason is, even Mark Zuckerberg is the owner of Facebook, and you might have seen the news also that on his laptop he has put a sticker on his camera, because he was afraid that someone is trying to switch on his camera. He found that automatically the camera was switched on few times, so he was worried. So no one is safe here. I'm just giving one small example over here. Everyone from your side can check this. There is one website which says, have I been, actually it is owned, OWNED, but someone has changed it and made it P. That is, someone has opened my email and done something or not, that I don't know. So they gave the name like this, have I been pwned.com. If we go in this website, we can check. So even surprisingly for me, if I check the Yahoo mail, it is showing that 10 times it is already breached. So someone from the other place have tried to identify password and checked my email, right? So you can imagine, suppose there is a transaction password or something, then it will be a very much risky for me, right? Anyway, I don't have much balance and there is no issue till now, so it's working. But uh, we have to be, so the question is, who is the email provider? It means it's very sure Yahoo is not safe. Okay, I'll just give you one small demonstration just to see on this website that how it works. So if I open this website, I hope this is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir. Yeah. So we can just give the email ID. This is a service provider which will check. Even they give us the report also. As I told you, breaching has already happened with me many times. So I don't know. It may be increased also. It was showing 10 earlier. Now, but today it is showing 21. So all of you can see that this Yahoo website is very risky. Of course, now I am not using much, but it is old one. So sometimes I have to refer. And if I see Gmail, it is little secured. And we can get the report. But this is also one time breached. Earlier, it used to show good news that this is not breached at all. So which kind of website we are using, that also is very important. We should try to use Gmail, or even our college mail is always safe, because it's not because we have a high security system, of course. It is because it is less famous. So people are not exploring from that website. And yeah, coming to the solution now. So in identity theft, the biggest problem is, we use 5 or 6 character password, a small password. So that's the reason. So just I want to show you the fact that more number of characters and how much time it takes to crack that password. And after this, you can understand, if you have 10 character or 9 character, it will take at least 5 days or 3 to 4 months. So that's the reason we should keep little longer password. And yes, there is one more thing I want to mention. Whenever we are browsing, we should make sure that we are using incognito mode, because this is an anonymous mode. And what happens, that in my email, I will not get all the advertisement or something. I'll just give example that when I use Google along with my login, Gmail login, and then I give flight to Pune, then I will get so many emails about Pune flight and offer and all those things. But if I am doing incognito, then they will not get my information. They will not try to contact me. Also, you will notice one more thing. The price will be higher. Today, I am checking, it is showing 3,200 rupees for the flight. And after 2 days, if I check, they know that, okay, I am checking from this machine. They will increase the price. So such things are also there. So to be careful, it's good that if we use the incognito window for the safe browsing. Yeah, so this is all about the cybersecurity aspects. I hope I have covered as many things possible. These are the credits that I want to give. These are sites which I have used, and the images where I have collected the details. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for wonderful presentation. Now I request all the participants, if you have any query regarding the topic, so please come ahead and ask to Honorable Sir. Dear participant.
नमस्ते सर.
नमस्ते. नमस्ते ब्रिजेश
Yes,
सर.
sir.
सर
Yes, sir. Jai Singh बोलिए.
सर मेरे 3 सवाल होंगे. एक पहला सवाल, मैं व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाता हूं जिसमें 400 लोग जुड़ जाते हैं और मैं वहां से लेफ्ट हो जाता हूं, तो आप भी उसी ग्रुप में आप एडमिन हो जाते हैं अपने आप. तो अगर इसमें कल कोई कुछ गलत गतिविधियां हो जाएं तो उसमें आपके ऊपर क्लेम आएगा या जो जिसने क्रिएट किया उसके ऊपर? पहला सवाल सर.
नहीं, जयवीर सिंह, उस केस में क्योंकि आप मेंबर नहीं है, तो उसमें कोई भी उसके रिलेटेड आपका कोई ये नहीं होगा, कोई कनेक्शन नहीं होगा. सो देयर इज नथिंग यू हैव टू वरी अबाउट इट.
जैसे मैंने ग्रुप बनाया है, तो अगर मैं एडमिन हूं,
आप मेंबर थे,
हाँ।
तब तक का आपका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होगा। एग्जिट होने के बाद आपकी कोई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं रहेगी।
सर मैंने ग्रुप बनाया था तो उसमें दूसरा एडमिन हो जाता है अपना आप, तो उसका तो कसूर नहीं है सर, वो तो ऑटोमेटिक उसे मालूम भी नहीं पड़ता सर। ऐसा व्हाट्सएप करता है, होता है इसमें।
हाँ, वो बात सही है, लेकिन फिर उनको याद रखना है कि अब मैं एडमिन बन चुका हूँ, तो उनको किसी और को एडमिन देना है या फिर उनको कंटिन्यू करना है, क्योंकि जब एक बार एडमिन बन जाते हैं तो फिर उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है। तो दे हैव टू बी केयरफुल। वंस यू आर एग्जिटेड मींस देन यू विल नॉट बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल। ठीक है।
दूसरा सवाल ये सर, रशिया में 1% आपने सिक्योरिटी मतलब साइबर क्राइम बताया है और हमारा भारत में 37 बताया है, इतना कम क्यों है सर रूस में? इसके बारे में थोड़ा।
यस, दैट इज गुड क्वेश्चन। एक्चुअली उसमें है ना 2 रीजंस है। नंबर 1, ऐसा भी जरूरी नहीं है कि उनकी टेक्नोलॉजी हमारे से ज्यादा सिक्योर या अच्छी है, राइट? वो तो है ही, लेकिन उसके अलावा दूसरा ये है कि दे आर यूजिंग वेरी लेस इंटरनेट। जैसे मैंने बोला ना, अलर्टनेस की बात है, तो दे डोंट वांट, उनको ऐसा फेसबुक डेली, व्हाट्सएप, ये सब उनको आदत नहीं है। सो वेरी लेस यूजेज इज दैट, तो उसकी वजह से वो लोग थोड़े ज्यादा सेफ है। दैट इज द रीजन।
सर तीसरा क्वेश्चन है, जैसे इंस्टाग्राम है, बच्चे फोटो डालते हैं, तो ये कितने सिक्योर आपको लगते हैं?
नहीं, ये सेफ बिल्कुल नहीं है। एक्चुअली मेरे हिसाब से बच्चों को अलाउ नहीं करना चाहिए कि इंस्टा या ऐसा कोई टूल्स यूज करें।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आपका प्रेजेंटेशन और जो आपने सिखाया वो हमारे लिए एकदम नई किरण है, क्योंकि जो चीज़ें वैसे तो हम रोज मैसेज आते हैं कि 1 करोड़ आपने जीत लिए हैं और ये काफ़ी चीज़ है, लेकिन आज
हाँ, मेरा मेजर कंसर्न यही है कि आप लोग सब जो है हमारी टीम में, तो सब मैसेज कन्वे कीजिए सोसाइटी को, ताकि कोई भी बच्चा हो, स्टूडेंट हो हमारे, उनको कंटिन्यूअसली बोलना है ताकि वो थोड़ा सेफ रहे, क्योंकि ये ना गलती बहुत छोटी सी होती है, उसकी वजह से बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं। ओके, थैंक यू। या डॉक्टर स्वानंद प्लीज।
Sir, good evening, Dr. Bedkar sir, Principal sir, Prashant sir, and sir, thank you very much. A very vital topic you have selected, cyber crime and cyber security. So both are very parallel term. For cyber crime, cyber security is there. No doubt there are separate, departments are there in police and they are also monitoring. But as a citizen of India, we have to be very careful about these cyber crimes because there is no boundary limitation as such, So you may get a call from some abroad and then you will find that your money is getting lost from your bank account. So that is one thing. No doubt it is one of the very important issue or vital issue, and everyone should be very alert for this. There is one subject what is called as cyber and forensic medicine. So how they are relating forensic medicine with the cyber, that is my first question. And very important thing I want to ask, nowadays the youth, they are using social media frequently. They are having multiple groups and other activities. And no doubt for sometimes it is for benefits also, but sometimes it may be, it is something people are doing blackmailing or some, passing comments or sometimes some kind of, you'll find which is not great thing to see. They're sending on the WhatsApp or Facebook. So this is also considered, this should be considered as a crime. That is one aspect. Then second thing is about national security is another very important aspect. The people who are dealing with the security system and, DMR, as what we call it as DDR, RDO or something like that. One of the officer was caught for this kind of activity. So over there also cyber security becomes prime. For banking, where cyber security becomes prime. For government, hacking is also one of the very important issues. So when we are doing so many things, is there any software available, by which we can just like our antiviral, virus we are using, so we can, get some kind of alert message, please don't do this. And then the people are not proceeding because many of nowadays you'll find the cell phone is with everyone from the villagers to the urban area and from poor to the richest people. Everyone is having, and many of the people are not much aware about this. And they are getting trapped in such a kind of a system, cyber system. So any kind of application is available for this to prevent and protect. And plus to that, we can have some kind of, we can lodge the complaint directly on the software. So that kind of software or website is present. So, sir, please let me know. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very nicely elaborated, Dr. Shukla. Actually, two things you have asked. Number one is about the cyber forensic and medicine. So, cyber forensic actually refers to two different aspects. When we are referring to forensic, it's like the crime is already committed, and after that, we are doing some forensic, like I am identifying what is the file name, what is the property of file, on which date it was created. So this is one aspect in terms of computers, and the second aspect, that is in terms of chemicals. So there is a biology department who is also handling parallelly this forensic things, like when this particular laptop was touched by, and whose fingerprint it is. So that is a different aspect. So there are two parts which are going parallel actually in the forensic. And second answer about your concern about these people, as you said, it's really a very challenge that this generation Z, Gen Z, they are all digital people, citizens, and we are all digital migrants. You know, we are learning all these things. But the students or this our children, if we say, you know, they are all digital citizens, so they already know like what is a black mode, what is Insta, and to stop someone watching Insta, which software I will use. So the answer lies to them only, sir. Actually, you are asking me, even I am also not familiar, frankly. There are so many tools available which will tell you this, who has logged in, and whether he logged in before 2 days or not, what kind of messages he or she is doing. But we should try to uh, tell the students and the children that please try to avoid this kind of things, and focus on the basic things like sports and physical activities rather than doing all such things. So of course the software are available, I'm not aware of the names, but there are some freewares also available, parental control software, and there are some paid tools also which are available in the market. I hope I got your answer, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And sir, they are using this media for terrorism also. They are trapping the youth, Indian youth, for this kind of work. You know, they are showing some gifts and then they are taking them to the some terrorist activities.
Even
And
I have not specified about the Tor browser that people are using, because even using or installing Tor is a crime, considered to be a crime, and there could be 6 months of jail for that. So, of course, when we have these cybersecurity sessions, then only in detail we are discussing such things. But yes, you are right, such things are also there.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome,
Sir, I
sir.
think in every city nowadays the cyber alertness, you know, this kind of programs are organized by police
Yes.
commissioner. So recently we were there for the Nasik city, you know, for one of the program organized by Commissioner of Police Nasik, and also we learned about this aspect. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yes, Vikrant, sir. Yeah, tell me, sir.
Suppose in my computer all files are corrupted due to ransomware virus. How we can encrypt or decrypt all those corrupted files?
So using virus, if it's already corrupted, then it is really risky. We cannot decrypt it back. The only thing is, you know, before we should have taken care that I already have a backup in some other drive, or maybe I have stored in my Google or somewhere else. Otherwise, there are very less chances. Maybe I should say 5% chances to get it back.
Okay, they are asking, sir, money also, sir.
Yes.
For decrypt
So
or
that is a
encrypt
ransom,
file.
yeah. But we
Yeah.
should not fall trap into that actually. Ransomware we should avoid. It is better always to delete the data rather than give the, because after giving ransom, you know, there is no guarantee that data will be back. After that, they may say that no, we want still double more money, then only we will give the data. So not to take such risk.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Any questions?
So thank you, Jaivir Singh sir, Dr. Swami Shukla sir, and Vikrant sir for asking a nice queries. And Honorable Brijesh sir have answered it nicely. Now I request the chief organizer of the series, the principal of Shri Kumarswami Mahavidyalaya, Honorable M.M. Betkar sir. So please come ahead and have concluding words for today's sessions. Please welcome. Brijesh sir. Brijesh sir,
Sure, sir. Yeah, I'm making
make
it
your
on.
camera on, sir. Yes.
I have made it on. Just a minute. It's not showing here. Let me try again. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Just thank you very much, sir. Now I move towards the vote of thanks. Shri Kumarswami, Mahavidyalaya, Ausa, District Latur. As we know, organized World Record Series 2. Today we have completed 202nd day of the series. And the topic for today's presentation was a very significant one, that is cybersecurity basics. Now this topic is presented by Honorable Brijesh sir, very sincerely, clearly, in details. Sir have explained all those basic things regarding the cybersecurity, even the malicious software. Then what is the cybersecurity? What is the basic of cybersecurity? Different principles of cybersecurities, and what are the precautions one should take against the different frauds, financial frauds, hacking websites, then the different frauds on social medias, identity thefts. All these points have covered sincerely by Honorable Brijesh sir, and how to be how to make the solutions regarding the different frauds. Now all those things you explained, sir. Really, it was very informative speech from your side, and you paid your valuable time for today's session. So I'm very really express my sincere thanks towards you. I thank the chief organizer of the series, Honorable Principal M. Betkar sir. I thank the colleagues from my college, Dr. Sanjay Kale sir, Dr. Anita Dole madam, Vocational Supervisor Praveen Woodge sir, and all others. Special thanks Honorable Jaivir Singh sir, Dr. Swanand Shukla sir, Vikrant sir, who have asked nice queries. Also, always taken parts in the discussion session. So thanks a lot to you. And at last, I am very thankful to all dear participants who joins the series regularly, encourages us. Now you people are we are running this series. So once again, thanks all dear participants. Be with us every day and again enhance the beauty of the series. Now it is only because of your support we are moving ahead. So thanks a lot to you all. Now I request to you all, please fill the feedback link which is given in the chat box. So with the kind permission, I declare that today's session is over. Thanks a lot, Brijesh sir, once again. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you.